Eu sempre olho toda a equipe, eu acho que toda a equipe é forte, eu acho que a seleção da Inglaterra chegou nessas quartas de finais porque tem mérito, eu acho que toda a equipe temos que ter a atenção especial. Ele procurou ver os vídeos e nos passar, a gente vai analisar até o momento do jogo a melhor maneira para enfrentar a Inglaterra.
Previous England games have felt like home games for England. Maybe as many as 80% of the fans in the stadium supporting England in their white shirts, many of them of course from the local community, and much of their support derived from the fact that the English Premiership of course over here is so big. But there is a very big Brazilian community in Japan. It's the third largest immigrant community behind the Chinese and the Koreans. About 250,000 of them, and 40,000 of them live in this particular area. So I would say that it'll pretty much be equally divided in terms of support, both local and international, between white and yellow.
So it'll be great to see you. What's your feeling about today's game?
Well, it's a big game. You can't get against any tougher opposition than Brazil, but we have a good team and we have a good spirit, it seems, and I'm really hopeful. I've travelled up with all the fans from Tokyo, and they were really upbeat, and I am as well. I think we're in store for something really exciting today. I hope so anyway. You always need a little bit of luck. You know, we don't want the bounce of the ball to go against us, and we don't want anybody sent off or anything like that if we can. But we have a great chance, not only to win today, but if we win today, you know, then we've lots of confidence for everything else. But it's three hard games to go yet. The first one's today.
Who might?
You got Sir Bobbies all over the place in this programme, I tell you.
Trafalgar Square, a place symbolic of glory and battle, was this morning swamped by thousands of England football fans. The first ever big screen erected here attracted so many, daring to hope for so much.
In high voice and expectation, they covered Trafalgar Square, draping the lions to roar England to victory.
Good morning from Shizuoka. Well, Brazil have their 3 R's, and so do we. Reid, Wright and R. Allen are here, and we're pleased to be here.
Well, you get big games, you get bigger games, and you get mega games. This one's right off the scale. I'll tell you what, I'm excited, but these two... Oh.
You can include me on that as well.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Great game. Against two great footballing nations, different styles. I think it'll be different formations, but it's just it's a privilege to be here. Fantastic.
England-Brazil now is about heroes and villains, as it always has been. So what do you think about that?
Well, a goal today for an England player doesn't have to be of the quality of my goal, you know, back in 1984. If it goes in off Michael Owens or Trevor Sinclair's ankle from 6 yards out, he will be made. Remember the emergence of Michael Owen after his performance against Argentina, and today is hopefully a day for heroes.
I think it will be 4-4-2, but there are a few mind games going on between Sven-Göran Eriksson and Big Phil Scolari.
Same England team again though, John, isn't it?
Well, it is the same team. As you said, it's not since Euro 96 that we've played the same team in so many consecutive games. I think obviously Michael Owen's fitness was an issue. If he hadn't come through yesterday's training session, fully fit, he probably would not have played, and maybe Teddy Sheringham would have come in. So we're going to have to keep an eye on Owen's fitness during the game. But as I say, it's a lovely stadium, it's a great pitch, it's very hot as you've already said, which might slightly favour the Brazilians. England might have preferred to play in the pouring rain of yesterday, but it's so exciting, isn't it? I mean, we're in great company. Pele, Bobby Charlton, who else can you name? Ian Wright. I mean, you know, it's... what's that word, Wright? I've forgotten it.
Mahutu.
England versus Brazil, the most eagerly anticipated match of this tournament. For the fans, the expectation
And thousands of Brazilians are crammed into one of Rio's main squares to see the drama unfold on a big screen. This was the match they'd been desperate to see.
The heat was fierce, the humidity heavy. Early on, Brazil put England on the back foot. David Seaman tested by Ronaldo. But England can be ruthless too. Emil Heskey's pass looked ordinary. Michael Owen saw an opening, and that was that. Against the run of play, but no one cared. Michael Owen's goal, dream start.
Owen's goal sending the 10,000 fans into euphoria at the 23rd minute.
Celebrations all round, a place in the semi-finals was edging closer. England were in front and in control.
Michael Owen's goal came as a devastating blow. The stunned crowd fell almost silent as they contemplated defeat while praying for an equaliser.
If it had stayed that way until half-time, this story might have had a different ending.
Ronaldo tá na esquerda, Ronaldinho driblou, bonito lance, toca pro Rivaldo, faz Rivaldo, bateu, gol! É do Brasil! Rivaldo!
This time they were shedding tears of joy.
In Leeds, Brazil's equaliser swings the mood on the faces in the Millennium Square. Groans now, not cheers.
The second half started as badly as the first half had ended. Everyone expected a cross. What they got was something outrageously different. Ronaldinho totally outwitted David Seaman. Was it a fluke? Well, not according to Ronaldinho.
But the party only got into full swing when Ronaldinho produced the winner. And after that, there was no holding back.
The final minutes, and in Trafalgar Square, fingernails were being bitten down to the quick. They had gathered under Nelson's column, but now it seemed not even the old Sea Lord himself could bear to look.
So it just wasn't to be. No matter how hard England tried, they failed to break down a 10-man Brazil. And in the end, they've been beaten by two of the finest goals in this World Cup. Well, having come so far, this will be seen as a huge disappointment for England. Players and fans will look back on this World Cup and always think what might have been.
The final whistle brought near hysteria. This victory means everything to the Brazilians, who regarded England as their biggest rivals. Now, with Stone's men out of the way, the South Americans firmly believe the World Cup is theirs for the taking. How good were Brazil today?
Well, England so good. Just doing tonight. Done the best.
I like this game because Brazil is the best team of the world.
Beating England has restored Brazil's pride in its football team, and the passionate fans believe the World Cup is already won.
It would have been so perfect, an historic English landmark to watch England making football history. But the fans here will go home to remember Trafalgar Square as the place where they saw the battle lost against arguably the greatest.
Oh, got it, mate. Got it. Absolutely got it. What can you say? I think we deserved it.
We'll be back. That's what we're going to do. We'll win the Euros.
They burnt a Brazilian shirt and cheered as if England had won. Though for others, there were just soft words of consolation.
Tonight, for fans and players, England's World Cup party is well and truly over. But the expert advice to supporters suffering the elimination blues is don't dwell on what might have been. Celebrate what the team did achieve.
We'll do it. We are the best. We're going home. We're going home. We're going.
England fans going home from Japan not with the World Cup, but with heads held high and confidence that next time they can do better.
In England, we've not let you down. The team's not let you down. We just haven't come back with the real cup. But we are three lions. We come back stronger. We're going to go to Germany in 2006, and we're going to bring back the real cup!
For other fans, though, there were only the bitter tears of defeat.
The referee was awful and should have won. won. I can't believe we lost. It's terrible. I just want to go home and cry.
I'm pleased to be going home to my family, but I'm dig down my heart. I'm gutted, like really gutted. Never mind. Thanks so much.
So England fans are finally going home tonight, disappointed and dejected. Their Japanese adventure is over, and so is their dream of winning the World Cup. But their experience here is one they say they'll never forget. They want to thank their Japanese hosts for the warm welcome they've had here, while for their part the Japanese are delighted English fans did not turn out to be the hooligans they had feared.
We're the friendliest fans in Japan. Who would have expected that?
And so polite farewell to Japan's newfound English friends.
Thank you for coming.
Supporters who spent thousands of pounds travelling thousands of miles to get here are now beginning the long trek back to Britain. Their voyage has ended in familiar disappointment, but these fans wouldn't have missed it for the world. Ben Brown, BBC News, Shizuoka in Japan.
A particularly downbeat World Cup exit for the official England supporters band, but among these fans there's still belief.
I can't fault the boys. They gave 100%. We've had a great World Cup. And the three lines are coming back. And in 2006,
David, just for ITV News, there must be huge disappointment in that dressing room.
Yeah, of course. You know, there's bound to be disappointment when you get knocked out of any competition, but to be knocked out at this stage, you know, it is disappointing for every one of us. But you know, we've got our heads down in the changing room. But you know, me as a captain and Mr. Eriksson as a manager, we're so proud of the team because we're a young team and people didn't expect us to get through the group, let alone reach the quarter-final. So it just wasn't our day today.
As Beckham spoke, David Seaman left the stadium too upset to talk. The sadness is that for many England players there will be another World Cup. For Seaman, there will not.
What words would you have for David Seaman tonight?
Well, of course, you know, I've just been asked the question if he's going to be made a scapegoat. I think if he gets made a scapegoat, I think it's an absolute disgrace. Because I think he's been the best goalkeeper in this tournament, and the goal that they did score, I feel that it was a fluke goal.
He's just very, very disappointed. He was in tears on the pitch, and you know, I think you've seen his reaction when he came through here afterwards. So when you've just been knocked out of the World Cup, it's a very, very difficult time for everybody.
So as the team kit was being loaded this evening for the flight home, Sven-Göran Eriksson spoke of how he's told his players to think of the future.
I said to the players after the game that 90-95% of you sitting here today, very sad with the head down, you have a big chance to be in it in 4 years' time as well.
That's a long way down the road though, and while the Japanese fans seem unaffected by just one England defeat, this has been a long, draining day for a squad of players whose final night here has come a week too soon. David Eads, BBC News, Shizuoka.